Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today. Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. My name is Rosalind, I use Rose for short, and I'm doing things a little bit differently today because I've been doing readings all morning for one-to-one clients. So I thought I'd carry on like this so you can see how it is when I do a reading for you. What I'll do is I'll hold up different cards as we go through and talk to you about what's going on. Today we are looking at what is going on within your tribe or within your soul group. So just take a few moments to take some nice deep breaths. Think about which group you want to know more about. So whether it's family, friends, different friends group, a working group, colleagues, an interest group, you know, whatever your tribe relates to, just think of those in particular and see which card jumps out at you, and then we'll get into the readings about what's happening for you. And I'll put a little video for a moment in a second just so you can have a look at what the piles are. You can have a think, go to the description and click on the timestamp for the one that you want. Thank you. Let's get into it. So we have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Hello. Welcome to Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. I'm Rosalind. I thought I'd do this a little bit differently today. So I've been on one-to-one spiritual guidance readings with clients this morning and doing some inner child work with some a client and all sorts of different things. And I thought I'd carry on like I'm doing a one-to-one reading for you so you can see how it happens. So I will go through the readings that we've got today, which is focusing on what is going on in your spiritual tribe. Now, your tribe can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be, I just checked then because I thought maybe I'd not pressed record. It can be your family, your friends, the team that you're employed in. It can be all sorts of different groups of people that are relevant to you. So before you choose which pile, have a little think about which kind of group of people you're thinking of, so which tribe you're thinking of, and allow yourself to pick the cards, and I'll put a little timestamp for where you can choose which card you want and give you time to look at the cards directly. What I'll do is, as we go through this reading, I will show you which cards I'm getting and I'll talk to you about what's coming up for you. And then we can do it that way and see how that goes. I have got little Alana with me. Sorry, just had to pause that for a second there because my little Lunaboo decided to tell off somebody who was shutting a car door outside. So she might come and visit, and if she does, I'll show her to you. But at the minute, she's very happy on her bed. So what we're going to look at first is, who are you in this tribe? So I'm going to pick the cards. I'm going to go back to front with this because I don't usually start the reading off straight away. I ask for Spirit to get, to help me choose a pack of cards and then shuffle them to see which ones fall out. But initially with this one, we're going to start off with, who are you and what is your character and place within this tribe? Oh, interesting. So we've got the Two of Boons, which has come up, and we can see that this character is walking a little bit of a tightrope in a way, and there's a troll underneath. So at the minute you may find that you are a balancing character within this group of people that you're referring to. You may be doing a lot of the work, maybe more than others. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But to me, that is almost the sign of balance, of fair judgment, but also the fact that you feel like you're a bit at risk, like if you're not careful, something's going to get you. Somebody might get cross at you. And you may be doing too much, having to carry too much within the group. So let's just have a look at that and we'll carry on. So let's just... So this, in fact, this is pile 1. So, Spirit, what else does pile 1 need to know about their role, their current role, and how they are within this group of people, within the tribe that they're referring to? Oh, you are trying to heal issues within the group. You have a very innocent approach to life, and you have a very kind and caring attitude towards the people within the group, and you try to heal where you can. And you may really like animals as well, that might be a thing. So let's have a look at what is actually going on within this tribe, within this group at the minute. So Spirit, please can you advise what is happening within this tribe at the minute, within pile 1's group of people? Ooh. Right, look at that. So that is the 6 of challenges, and basically this person has had a lucky escape from all of those wolves down there. Now this can be about gossip, trying to get out of the way of gossip. It's interesting that I felt like you were standing on eggshells with this one, so you might be having to dodge a few bits of anger or hostility within the group, where people aren't getting on so well, or they're trying to, I want to say, tear strips out of each other, and you kind of need a bit of time out actually, because it's not the way you behave. This is more you, very gentle, caring, compassionate. This is more you. So what else is going on within the group? Or let's have a look at, why is this, I want to say, animosity, or so what I'm getting from just looking at this picture here of the 6 of challenges is that you are very different to the rest of the people in this group, or you are being different at the moment from the rest of the people in this group, because there's something going on where there's either gossip or they're buying into ego traits. So there's maybe Luna just joining in there again. So that, yeah, there's maybe elements where there's sort of gossip in the background, or some ego elements at play somewhere, and you're feeling like you need to dodge either things that are being said that aren't very nice because it's not in keeping with who you are, or just different versions of animosity. So let's have a look at, can I have more detail? Can I have some detail about why this is happening, please, Spirit? Why is this happening for pile 1? Oh, so for you in particular, we've got this card that says make sure that you stay grounded. Make sure that you are bringing your light into the world by staying grounded. And it says cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded, star keeper. So it's just important that you don't get too wrapped up and carried away with what's going on, or too anxious. you know, if there's a lot of animosity happening around you and a lot of things going on that are promoting fear or anger or resentment, jealousy, competition, all those sorts of things, they can start to push us into a bit of a sometimes a fight, flight or freeze aspect, or they can just start getting us a bit heightened and not grounded enough. So just take some nice deep breaths. Bring your energy, so I bring my energy in like this into my heart space, and just start to pull your energy back into your heart space. And you may need to protect your energy a little bit with a I usually use a violet flame. So I'd imagine myself in a ball, you know, like a bubble with a violet flame around the edge of it to help me. So let's ask, what is this doing for your tribe? Because it will be doing something. Can't pick these cards up. Maybe that's because they're the wrong ones. Spirit wants me to use a different pile of cards. So we'll use these Urban Crow Oracle ones instead. And I've gone a bit random with my cards today. Usually I kind of pick ones that are relevant to what I'm doing, but today I've just gone with what's available. A bit like I've gone a little bit ad hoc today altogether, just to be more relaxed and more real with you guys watching. Right, so what is this doing for pile one's group of people? For pile one's tribe. Ooh, interesting. So this is the card when I've asked what this is doing for pile one's tribe. Interestingly, it's exposing people who are behaving maybe as they shouldn't be, as in not from a heart space but more from the ego, and it may be teaching you also to not be too open with your thoughts and feelings at present, to maybe take a step back and hide in the bushes a bit, because you may be at risk of being attacked, and hopefully that's only verbally, you know, or emotionally. If there's anything ever physical involved, you should always get yourself out as fast as you can, because it's not acceptable. But this just shows that for the group as a whole, I believe it's highlighting who is behaving in a way that isn't so good, and the real aspect of who they are underneath it all, but also teaching you that maybe this group isn't as, or elements of this group might not be quite as safe. So this might just be around one particular person within the group. You know, go with what resonates for you, if it's the group as a whole, or if it's actually just one particular person that you're feeling at risk with. Move away from them as best you can. So let's have a look. What is the challenge of how to deal with what's going on in this group? What is the challenge? What is the challenge of how to deal with what's going on in this group? Biding time. So this little crow, it's all about timing. This little crow is burying, I don't know what they are, little white things. It's burying those things to save them and keep them safe and sound for a later date, because the time isn't currently right for what they're required for. So it's holding fire. So you might find that more time needs to pass, and at the right time what needs to happen will. So just bide your time a little bit with what's going on within this group, and like I say, stay out of the way of anybody who seems a little bit harsh, so that you can keep yourself safe. Let me just see what we've got. Get some advice for pile 1. Some further advice for pile 1. Further advice for pile 1. Okay, so it's saying to keep, for you, just focus on the good things that you've got, because you are plentiful. You know, you've started to set your roots in for, maybe you've come into this group quite recently, maybe it's a fairly new group, and it's still growing, and there's still hope in that, basically. So if it's a new group, and when I say new, I mean like within the last couple of years, even last couple of months, last couple of weeks, you know, it's not like 20 or 30 years old, if you like. The roots are setting in, and it will start to take form, and it will start to develop the way it needs to. So I feel like this is kind of saying stick with it, because it will grow into something bigger and better that will be good for you. It's a positive card, that is. Let's just have a look. Can I have more information and guidance around what's going on in this group? Interesting. So we've got this card. You're not for everyone. So embrace your weirdness and face your true north. So basically, within this scenario, within this group, make sure that you maintain exactly who you are, because that matters. Don't be dissuaded from being your true self because of animosities or difficulties or gossip within the group. Make sure that you keep being who you are, even if you feel like you're at risk of being under attack somehow. Just because if somebody doesn't like you or is suggesting that they find parts of you unappealing in some way, that's their issue. That's a lack of self-acceptance about a certain element within themselves. It's not your fault that they feel some sort of dislike towards you. That doesn't mean you should change anything. I love this card, this You're Not For Everyone, because actually it's very empowering, and it's really good to remember and recognise that with the 7.7 billion people in the world, just because one person takes umbrage with you doesn't mean that you're incorrect or that there's anything wrong with you. It's usually very much a reflection of them. So they may be a little bit judgmental, they might be competitive or jealous of you, or you just may trigger something within them that is from the past before you even existed in their world. And that's not your fault. That's for them to take responsibility of that and to recognise that they need to work on that themselves. So embrace your weirdness. I like that very much. That's very important. I'll just get a few more of these cards. Spirit, is there anything else pile 1 needs to know with regards to this group of people? Okay, so we've got choose things that serve you. So make sure that you are still sticking to your true north, as that other card has just said. So ensure that you're not being swayed in any way that's not in keeping with what's good for you in your life. Because you matter. That follows on well, doesn't it? Choose things that serve you because you matter. So just because somebody is kicking their toys out of the pram or causing issues or having a lot to say about things of all these different, you know, everything that I've just mentioned, whatever they're going through, often if we get somebody who's behaving emotionally volatile in some way or another, or behaving in a way that just isn't from a heart-centered space, we can end up putting aside what we want to do to try and make them feel better, or trying to adjust so that they like us better, or trying to ensure that, just to try and make things feel less confrontational. You know, there's all these different elements. That's not your job. It's not your job to do that. You matter. What you want matters. Who you are matters just as much as anything else. So it's important to remember that. Now I'm going to get a final overriding conclusive card for your reading, just so it's helpful. So, Spirit, can I have a final conclusion card for pile 1, please? Oh, how lovely. So, we've got the impossible made possible. And I'm going to have a quick look in the book, because a lovely... Now then, these are the Rumi, or Rumi, I don't know how you say it, cards, those, and they're absolutely delightful. Now the reason I'm going to read it from the book is because it comes with a lovely bit of poetry usually that's very succinct in explaining what the card means. So it says, I'm going to hold it up so you can see it, what I'm telling you. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountain into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. So, what it's saying for you in this card is that we only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of heaven? No. So then why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible, indeed manifest in shining glory upon earth? The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to go back to this card as well. And what I'm going to say is, whatever is going on with this group, make sure that what you are investing your time and energy in, you are doing in a positive and focused way without any concern for what's going on with them, because what you are currently investing in is going to grow beautifully, and that's whether you stay with this group or not. If they really are causing you a lot of problems, take back for a period of time. I've been through a lot with different groups of people myself recently, and people have been exposed as to what they are really like, and it's been sometimes shocking and sometimes hurtful, and can cause grief. You know, when you genuinely feel for somebody from your heart, you know, you've got love for a friend or a person in your life, and they behave in a way that is unkind, unjust, competitive, jealous, you know, or even copying you, is it can be an issue sometimes. Continue on the path that you are, because you matter, and what you are doing will come to fruition. So even if it seems a little bit unlikely, keep your dreams alive and keep investing in them, because what you are doing is the correct path. And that is what the meaning of this reading is for you, to reinforce the fact that you are doing the right thing. Do not be put off by anybody who is suggesting otherwise. If they aren't kind, and if they aren't on your side, and they haven't got your back, then you've had a lucky escape. Okay? And all it's going to do is show up the truth of who they are. Bide your time, and make sure that you're investing in who you are, because you are a very lovely person. Oops. and you matter in this moment and always. You matter in this moment and always, and make sure you're investing your time and energy in what serves you best. So that's concluded very nicely. I'm excited for you. I'm sorry you're having to go through this, because I know how difficult it can be, and it can feel hurtful sometimes if people aren't behaving in the way that we would truly expect them to. But you keep loving your heart, make sure your energy is nice and protected, do what's right for you, and, well, I want to say something, but it's rude, so I can't, but a saying in my family is, F them all. If they're not going to be nice, you know, forget about them, basically. Right, have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe and press the like button and the bell icon just to grow my channel so that I can help you. If you want to work with me one-to-one, you can. I'll tune into your energy and have a look at what's going on with your people, and I can do work with you that's psychological therapy on the back of that, and all sorts of different things. So check out my website, check out my description. You'll find more about who I am and what I do on both. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Hello, pal 2. So I'm working a little bit differently today, in the sense that I'm working backwards. So I'm starting doing the cards for each reading now as I go through. And I've also decided, because I've been doing one-to-one readings for people all morning, and because I've been doing inner child work with different people, I thought I'm going to carry on and work with you the way I would do if I was working one-to-one, so you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cards out. I will pick I'll pick the cards and I'll show them to you as we're going along, so that you get the reading that way instead, just to mix things up, to be a bit more authentic with you. So pile 2, I'm just looking which cards to use. I'll start off with these ones. Who are you to the group that you're inquiring about? So hopefully you have decided on the group or the tribe. So I call them the tribe. So that can be any group of people, whether it's your family, a group of friends, because I have lots of different groups of friends, so I have different tribes that I'm part of, work colleagues, you know, a team at work, whoever applies as a group of people that you are part of. So what we're going to do first is we're going to ask, who are you, pal 2? Oh, there we go, to this group that you're inquiring about. Oh, interesting. So what we've got fallen out is the 2 of Swords and the Moon. So I'd say that they are that the group that you're inquiring about sees you as somebody who is very intuitive, very in tune with nature, potentially in tune with your feelings, intuitive, making, so yeah, basically, hold on, I'm just going to show you again because they're very similar. So they're 2 different people who, the 2 of Swords is making decisions and choices based on what they feel, based on their intuition, based on what's in their heart space. You may be seen as being indecisive, possibly. That would be interesting if that's part of this. Take what resonates for you and leave behind what doesn't, because this is a group reading. And then the Moon, you may be somebody who is into astrology, or you may just be very in touch with the divine feminine, or again quite psychic and intuitive, and also very willing to face your fears. Is that right? Yes. Or somebody who's had to face their fears. Very interesting. So just as I'm looking at this a bit more, I'm getting somebody who has potentially had quite a lot of fears, not known what to do in life, and had to make some really big choices and decisions about which direction they take by facing fears. So people may see that you're quite brave. So there's a few things there. Very interesting how that started to shift and change. So, pile 2. Spirit, can I have a bit more information about what pile 2 is to this group of people that they are inquiring about? What is pile 2? Okay. They might see you as entrepreneurial somehow, that you come up with lots of good ideas, that maybe you do lots of different creative projects, or that you've recently started a new project of somehow. Maybe you do that, and maybe this is work related, that you've joined a new employment group, you know, in which you work on different projects. Or maybe these people see that you are very clear-minded when it comes to projects, very good at implementing projects, all sorts of ideas. A thinker, really, somebody who maybe goes off in their head quite often, could be a bit of a dreamer sometimes. It was all the clouds around here that made me think that, you know, all these clouds, lots and lots and lots of thoughts. And the fairy tale castle in the background there, perhaps somebody who has lots of beautiful ideas creatively or artistically, or just very, maybe sort of romanticises things sometimes, very interested in stories. There's the sea there, quite, I want to say, from what's coming out in these cards, somebody who could possibly be quite serene and creative. So let's have a look. So I want to know what's going on. Pile 2, Spirit, what is happening in this group of people then? So what's actually going on within the group that Pile 2 are inquiring about, please? Oh, well, whatever group it is, the 3 of Cups is very much about friends, very much about friends coming together and gathering. I have to move these cards a little bit like that because I just love the shininess. It makes me feel like a child. Love all that. So, well, so far this is looking quite nice actually. It's a group of friends coming together in the space of love, all with new opportunities. Whether it's work related or friends or family, they're all coming together. Maybe a group of people who has a like-minded hobby of some sort, artistic or singing, but it's all quite heartfelt or energetic somehow. So maybe spiritual. That's very nice. What's going on in this group? What is going on in this group? What is going on in this group, Spirit, for pile 2? Okay, so you're creating something together. It's interesting because this came up in pile 1, but in a different way. So you're creating something together. Trying to figure, and I might get more detail about what that might be, but like I said, it's a general reading, so it might be different for each of you. You've put roots in the ground so that you can start to grow something, whether that's actually a business, plants, or a creative project, or whether you're just growing together in the terms of your friendship. Or growing, I feel like there might be something where there's some sort of subject matter that you're coming together as friends and creating something together, and it's positive, it's going well. So this is turning into a very nice reading. Let me have a look at what is the challenge for pile 2 in this group. So what is the challenge for you in this group? I don't think it's these ones. Let me have a look at these ones. What is the challenge for you, how to in this group. What is the challenge for you? Okay, so I think actually this is, so far this is all very nice, but the key challenge for this is about you being authentic, you being your authentic self. And maybe because this is a nice group and things are going well and it's interesting for you, and it's all heartfelt, maybe there's an element of trust around that it is okay. You know, maybe it's hard to trust that this group is okay and it's positive and it's going well. And if you see these people in a positive light, you are maybe struggling to actually accept who you are. So this says, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. And that's really, really beautiful. So it's absolutely key within this group of people that you're inquiring about that you be exactly who you are from a heartfelt space. And if you need their help, ask them for it, because this is a positive card to show that they will support and help you, and that you are in a very nice and kind space. So what I want to ask now is, that was about you within the group. What is the challenge for the group overall? So let's have a look, pile 2. What is the challenge for the group overall? What is the challenge for the group? Ooh. Well, crikey. Lots. We've got quite a few things fell out. So we've got We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So I'm just going to have a look at all these ones that fell out just to see if I can get an overriding understanding, because 4 fell out. 4. So we've got that one, Hathors. Then we've got Whale and Orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. There we go. Okie dokie. Then we've got the 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. And then the 4th one that we've got is Star Ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So I feel like the challenge within this group is either to do with the fact that you are family, or that you are creating a family as part of being this tribe, and that you're birthing something new into the world, but you may be nervous about how it's going to be taken. So it's very important that as part of this, let me see if I can hold these up so you can actually look at them while I'm talking. It's very important that as part of this, that you all dig deep, that you all openly dig deep into who you are and what you are, so that you bring out the true authenticness of each of you, because I feel like this is a pretty special group that's come together. You are a special group, whether this is family or whether this is a group of friends, and you're doing something creative together. It's important that you put this out into the world, because these are positive kind of reflection of the fact that whatever you're creating together is good. So we've got mother, ancestors, sisters, all through this. So maybe part of the problem just is, or maybe part of what's coming up here is that it's learning to get along as a family, learning to get the most out of each other as a family, learning how to birth something brilliant into the world, and expressing yourselves in a balanced way within this group. Because from all elements of this group, there are important things to be learnt. So even if it's a group of different ages maybe, it's important that each person within that group has a different experience, a different wisdom. The ancestors of who you are and who each of you are within this group is important. So what we bring forward into this lifetime via our ancestral line can be really, really important. Crikey, this is I'm very curious. If you do get this set and you want to share any comments, please do so in the description, because I'm amazed that we've got the mother, the elders, the sisters and the ancestors. Really is about family. So, you know, it might just be the case of creating a family in this group, or it might be a family group, and it's all about understanding the wisdom that falls through the ancestral line, and the wisdom of how all these different elements of family can come together to create something beautiful. So I'm going to put that there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some additional advice for you. So, additional advice, please. Spirit, can you provide additional advice for pile 2? Additional advice for pile 2. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay, it's saying it's okay not to be okay. So if you're within this group and you're not feeling okay, don't worry about it, because it does say reach out to your tribe in times of need, and it's part of what being authentic is about, to say when everything's not okay. So it says when we feel low or have challenging emotions, we often then feel bad about feeling bad, and I do understand that. I've been there myself many times. This effectively doubles the emotional load. This card asks you to understand your difficult feelings as guidance. So what are your feelings doing for you rather than to you? Highlighting that something needs to change and that you're entitled to seek support in this. Okay, lovely. Let me see what else we've got, because as we get to the end of this reading, it will all start to complete as a full story, and then we can conclude what the meaning of this reading is. Okay, interesting. So the other advice card is about being in a mentality of lack. So leading a spiritual life does not mean living in lack. This card asks you to release any underlying beliefs that you may hold regarding entitlement and worthiness that may be blocking your ability to receive. When you have an abundance of wealth, both inner and outer, you will have an abundance to give and share with others. So know your value within this group. You are totally of value, and you bring a lot to this group already, even if you're feeling intimidated by them, or if you feel like they're really great and you really admire them. You also have a huge amount to offer to this group, and time will help you to recognise that. Just at this point, I'm going to put out there, if you do want to work with me one-to-one, either as through guidance readings, or to work on any issues around lack, I'm really very good at that. I've got all sorts of different things that I can work with you on spiritually, psychologically and holistically, and to tune into your energy to help you progress, so that you leave this sense of lack behind and you have true self-worth and self-value. You can just have a look in the description. I've got more information if you want to work with me, and you can go on my website. Right, let me just see what else Spirit wants to share. So, Spirit, what else do you want to tell pal 2, please? Fear is not an option. So let go of fear in this scenario, and bravely step forward. Share your voice loudly. So it's very important that you have your say, that you speak clearly without fear about who you are as your authentic self. Now I'm just going to get one final concluding card, because that tends to pull all of this together and really helps to understand what this is about. So Spirit, please can we have a final concluding card for pile 2? Final concluding card for file 2. This is interesting. So this one is called The Cloak of Christ. And these are from, I don't know how to pronounce this, whether it's Rumi or Rumi Oracle. But I'm going to read some of this too, because it comes with a lovely bit of poetry usually, in a way that I could never say it myself. So for this card we have got, in the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. It says you are tired, beloved. Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body and soul. That which plagues you, whether something specific or a general nagging malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down, it is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace here and now that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done so much as a sign that something must be received or allowed, that something is healing, made possible through divine protection. In this instant, protection is bestowed through the cloak of Christ. So let me just say, that's very, very interesting that it's with relevance to this. So it says you are being empowered here to shed anything that if there's a person, place, thing or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist or an iron ball and leg iron, preventing you from moving forward with grace you have earned spiritually, you are being empowered here to shed it. So let it go. There is a reason for this, for the unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. Okay, this is so interesting that it's about energy and about, I love the fact that it ties in with fear is not an option. I want to say the way these cards have read initially is like you're part of quite a nice group, but maybe you're leaving one behind that's not so good and that has not been all right, and you've not been willing to accept it, and that actually you can step out. So sometimes when we get the lack card, it's not just about having financial lack. We can get stuck in a sense of lack around people, like there aren't enough people to be around us, or that the project we're working on couldn't be successful because so many other people are doing it. I want to add, to compare is to despair. Never compare what you're doing, in the sense of allow the creative flow to come through you so that you can actually manifest what you want to manifest. There is plenty for everyone in all sorts of ways, and there are plenty of people if you need to find somebody else to be spending time with, you know. So this can apply to a lot of things. I think the key element is to take time to rest and rejuvenate. Allow yourself to receive. If you're feeling like you aren't enough as part of this group, allow yourself to be seen, to speak up and to receive attention in different ways as well. And come out of hermit mode a little bit, I want to say. There's a few things that could potentially be about fear here. So just leave that behind. and start to be your authentic self. And maybe, let's see, what is this? I'm just going to do one more card. Well, I've said that, but what is this group doing for you rather than to you? Spirit, what is this group doing for pile 2? Oh, interesting. So we've got Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. So it says, take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude you will find strength. So there's maybe a part of, you know, you maybe need to take a bit of time out to allow yourself to rejuvenate if required. And a lot of this is about using your intuition as well. You know, that's come up a lot at the start, about working with your intuition to really understand what's going on, and to observe rather than absorb is what I'm going to say. So if anything is going on within the group, observe what's going on rather than absorbing all the energy of that, so that you can stay true to who you are. Okie dokie, pal 2. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much for watching. I would ask that you click on subscribe if you like it, click on like if you like it, press the little bell icon so that you get more information when I release more readings, and have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello, pal 3. Welcome to today's reading with Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance. I am Rosalind, Rose for short, and I'm doing it a little bit differently today. So I've been working with lots of people this morning on one-to-one spiritual guidance messages and readings with clients, and also doing some inner child work with different people. And I thought I'd just carry on so that we can get straight into this and you can see how I work directly. So today I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm working a little bit back to front. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and see, first of all, who you are to your tribe. So this is pile 3. And I'm asking Spirit to give me information about who pile 3 are to their tribe. Now your tribe can be friends, family, work groups, interest groups, you know, it can be anybody, whoever you think of that you want to inquire about. Oh, sorry about that. I have a little tickle. Just have a think about that, and then Spirit, who is pile 3? Oh, very nice. So we've got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups can either be the bard in a Druid sense. So if you're working with Druidry in any way, you might be actually becoming a bard, or you may be a bard as part of that. But it is somebody who is generally very in touch with their feelings, can be quite creative, is quite a heart-centered person, usually can have quite a lot of fun and joviality, maybe musical, may like to have a little party sometimes, but may have a dog is on here, but generally quite a happily charismatic sort of person, or that is how you are seen by other people from the group that you're inquiring about. So let's just get a bit more then about how is pile 3 seen. How is pile 3 seen by their tribe that they're inquiring about? Oh yes, so a great manifester, a great creator, somebody who is able to turn something minute, pebbles into gold. You know, somebody who's really able to create different things. That's absolutely lovely. So these that you're seeing in a very good light then. Very nice character. So, what is happening in this tribe for pile 3 spirit? What is actually happening? Ooh, okay, we've got few cards that have fallen out. Oh, this is all very nice. Well, this is very nice, in fact. So, the cards that have fallen out, we've got the Sun, which is this one. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is all to do with creating legacy and family. And then we've also got the Prince of Wands, which can all be to do with making plans, having ideas, charging ahead, doing all sorts of great things. You also might have children within this tribe, because we've got 2 young people, we've got several young people, in fact, showing in here. So this might be a family tribe that you're referring to, but do take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So what is going on in this tribe is actually you're in a positive place at the minute. You're looking at how you can create a legacy, and I just love the fact that we've got a dog there again. Although there's 2 horses here, but maybe I'm biased because I've got a dog and I love dogs, so I'm just drawn to the fact that there's like a wolfhoundy sort of dog there. Maybe it's not. I'm going to say it's wolfhound, but anybody who knows better, you can tell me in the comments. Anyway, so you're creating a really good, whatever tribe this is, you're creating a really good environment. You're building a legacy. I feel like there's different ages within this group, within this tribe. And you're in a very good, you're in a good place, basically. Whether you think so or not, things are actually quite good. And there's all sorts of ideas and charging ahead with different concepts and plans. So, very, very nice. So, what is the challenge for you in this tribe? Pile 3. What is the challenge for pile 3 within their tribe? Please, Spirit. What is the challenge? Oh, how beautiful. So that's the hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. The challenge for you, the challenge for you is to bring in the miracles, to bring in the joy, to bring in the happiness. Maybe that's a lot. Maybe that's a big ask. Perhaps a lot is standing on your shoulders. Sometimes, I mean, this is a stunning card, but perhaps you have to keep flitting about to everybody else's whims and needs to try and keep the peace, or to keep things happy, or to make things happen in this tribe. So, let me just see. Let's have a bit more about what the challenge is for pile 3 in their tribe, please, Spirit. Have that one. The challenge is for you to be able to feel like you can relax and just do whatever the heck you want, because everybody's looking to you for the answers and the solutions and these sorts of things. So the challenge is for you to feel, I want to say, although they're looking to you to be the main person who is making everything happen, making the miracles, bringing the joy and everything, I want to say that the challenge for you is to trust in a bigger picture, whether it's the universe, God, or whoever you believe in, your ancestors, spirit, you know, different things, to support you so that you can also step into the world with childlike wonder. Because you do have everything you need. So this card's lovely because that little dog there reminds me of Toto from The Wizard of Oz. And in Latin, the word Toto means everything. And when Dorothy went off on the yellow brick road, which was her the path of her intuition, she actually had everything that she needed with her. My little Luna Boona is yipping in her sleep as I speak, which is my little spaniel. So she agrees. So that is the challenge, for you to feel independently like you are actually able to enjoy life, to soar, to live without the responsibility or the weight of responsibility that is being put upon you in this group. Now then, what I'm going to ask next is, what is the challenge for this tribe as a whole? So, Spirit, what is the challenge for Pile 3's tribe, please? What is the challenge? Ooh. What is the challenge? Ooh. Spirit, what is the challenge for this tribe? Ah, interesting. So the challenge for your tribe, whoever they may be, is patience. And I get that because I'm rubbish at patience. I'm terrible with it. So it says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring rewards. So that is what is going to be difficult for your tribe. And I love this card because look how beautiful and serene it is with the colours and the herons, and it's just absolutely lovely. So maybe you've got quite an energetic crew, I'm going to say, within this tribe. You might have an energetic bunch who want to, well, actually, you have an energetic somebody, if not many, within this group who want to be charging ahead and doing all sorts of things and wanting you to make the miracles happen, but you need to slow down. Slowing down will help to calm everybody down and helps them to ground into now. So whatever you can do to help support that calming, I believe whatever you can do to help support that calm, you know, steadier pace will actually enable you to have this. So because at the minute, without the patience, they're putting a lot of pressure on you, which is meaning you can't be this. So whatever you can do to help calm everybody down, to take a bit of attention off you maybe, so that you can be this person, so that you can stand in your own right and have your own life a little bit, will be helpful. Right, let me just get additional advice. So Spirit, can I have some advice for Pile 3, please? I have some advice for Pile 3. Well, you've got miracles twice. So this one says miracles and this one says miracles. So perhaps I'm saying they're expecting you to create miracles, but actually you are the miracle bringer. Because it says we tend to perceive miracles only when our personal desires are met. And yet when we look back, almost all of us will be able to recall a crisis or a challenge that ultimately proved to be a miraculous turning point and an extraordinary gift. This card asks you to see the miracles that surround you right now and in every situation. So you got miracles twice. So I think it's important that you start seeing, and I love the butterfly or the moth on there. It's important to start seeing the magic in life for you, but also to recognise that Spirit and your ancestors are supporting you to create a new life and everything that you actually wanted. Even if things seem difficult sometimes what happens is chaotic events or different changes or things that we don't like can happen to apply pressure that's pushing us into something that we really did want, which is where these miracles step in. So just be aware of all the wonderful miracles that happen every single second of every day, because the more you appreciate that, the more that they will come in as well. So what other advice have we got for pile 3? Okay, that's what that's what my friend sings and what I now sing when my dog is like going at 1,000 miles an hour and things are coming fast. So I think there might be some quick changes possibly coming in for you in a miraculous form, even though your tribe are being told to have a bit of patience. It is actually going to happen quite quick once it gets going. Yeah, as if by magic, new beginnings has just popped out as I'm saying that. This card indicates that you're about to begin a new chapter of your life. Shed, release and cleanse. Let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that prevent you from engaging fully in moving forwards. The time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports you and your growth. Could you get any better? That sounds absolutely delightful. Liking that a lot. Right, let's see what else we've got. What else does Spirit want to say to you? What else does Spirit want to say to you? So we have got, connect with the earth's healing energy. So make sure that you stay grounded and make sure that as you're letting your roots go down into the earth, that you're soaking up the nourishment and nutrients energetically from Mother Earth, because she provides for us in all ways to sustain our bodies and our vitality. And then you have also got celebrate the unknown journey. So let go of control, really. Let go of controlling everything and try to enjoy the journey of life and everything that you are learning along the way, and try to enjoy when you don't know what is coming, because that's where miracles happen and it's where surprises happen. And you know how life would be boring if we didn't have the nice little surprise every now and again of different things happening. Right, I want to do these now. What else does pile 3 need to know before we start to finish up? I'm just having a look at what time we've got left. What else does pile 3 need to know, please, Spirit? So, financially things are looking good, and it's about taking leadership and steadiness and being grounded. And the King of Pentacles is a character card who is very steadfast, good with money, sensible with money, can sometimes seem like a bit of a plodder, to some people can seem a little bit boring sometimes because they're doing things the right way, they're going the long way around things and being steady progressing. So that might be a character who's coming up for you, or it might just be saying that to you to keep steadily going along your path. You'll be absolutely fine. That's positive. What else is there anything else we need to tell pile 3? Oh, that's very jolly nice. That's the 2 of Wands. So this is usually presented in a bit of a different way actually, where it's like the 2 wands are a doorway and being brave enough to step out into the doorway. But from what I can see from this, I mean, heck, it's like you've gone on holiday to a little island and you're looking out at the sea and wondering what's out there. But this generally is about being brave enough to step through a doorway and to take something new that's presented to you, whether that's internally or externally. So it might be in the 3D of something, a step that you need to take forward to go out there into that beautiful, wonderful world. Very nice indeed. I feel like I need to have a quick look at, just bear with me a second, I'm being drawn to check something else out there. I feel like you might need to know something specific. So that Two of Wands also says planning, discovery, focus and preparation. Now is the time to figure out your plans before acting on them. There are many potential paths ahead and it's good to figure out which one feels right. Take the time to sit with the initial spark of the idea and figure out if it's worth pursuing. It's okay to come back to it later, but what you return to might not be the same as when you left it. Now this, has fallen out with this card here. So I'd say this is about steady progress. So even though it's about considering what your choices are and which doors you want to step through, I believe it's lucrative and secure whichever sort of choice that you make. Just do it in a very grounded, steady way without rushing into anything. I'm going to get a final card from you from the Rumi or Rumi pack. I keep saying this, don't know how to pronounce it. I need to look that up somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't think you can even tell me in the comments unless you can spell it phonetically. So, Spirit, can we have a final card for pile 3, please? No, not done yet. Spirit, can I have a card for pile 3, please? A card for pile 3. Ooh. So, we've got Sacred Convergence. That looks jolly nice. Now then, because these come with beautiful poems, I am going to look this one up so that I can... Oh, it's a very long poem, so get ready. Right, it says... Let's hold it so you can see it while I read this out. Roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this in the middle of the circle is what I am longing for. So, it's very poetic and lovely, isn't it? So what it says is, sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at the level of a day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other up into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal, passionate purpose. I love this based on the fact that this is a tribe reading, so this group of people, that is what that is relevant to. It says, perhaps you have been thinking about shedding lower vibrational connections based in the ego world of power games, sabotage, manipulation, fear. Perhaps you have begun this process or even shed so many you are fearing you might have over-pruned to be left with nothing and no one. Do not fear, feisty angel of love. Your truth is prevailing. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in a vibration of love. So, it says that there is possibility for more joyful relationships and growth of love within is in your power. Absolutely wonderful. That sounds amazing for this, because this is all relevant to your tribe. So the decisions that you are making, particularly here, if you have found that there's a choice to be made and a door to walk through, maybe around work, given that it's pentacles, but it's something that's going to affect your tribe, especially as the focus for your tribe is to do with creating a legacy and making things right for the tribe as a whole. And that is saying that, you know, whatever the choices are made here is going to impact, even if it's not obviously so, but it's going to impact on the amount of love and all those good things within the tribe for each individual as well. So, well done, tribe, pile 3. What a fantastic reading. I love the fact that you're bringing the miracles. Absolutely brilliant. Good luck with new beginnings. If you liked this reading, please subscribe and like so that it grows my channel so I can help more people. If you want to work with me one-to-one so that I can tune into all the people that are relevant and into your soul purpose and into what's going on, please do feel free to contact me. All the details are within the description. Have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.